KORK North Bay, your source for news and happenings throughout the North Bay.
Hello and thanks for watching KORK North Bay TV, where you'll find local news and happenings focused on the greater North Bay area. This broadcast is sponsored by Mike Larbre Automotive, 5-star ratings for all of your domestic and import automotive repair needs, located on Highway 12 in Sonoma. Mention you saw them here on KORK TV to receive a special discount. This broadcast is also sponsored by our friends at Sonoma Paint Center, your source for all of your home and automotive paint and supply needs.
Transform your home or business with Sonoma Paint Center. As your local Benjamin Moore retailer, we've got everything you need to paint inside and out, plus top quality stains. Step inside our Santa Rosa location or visit us in Sonoma, Sebastopol, and now our newest location in Napa. From vibrant colors to durable finishes and required supplies, we'll help you bring your vision to life. Sonoma Paint Center, serving you at Santa Rosa, Sonoma, Sebastopol, and now Napa. Sonoma Paint Center, color your world.
In Santa Rosa on Wednesday last week, just after 9:30 in the evening, a call was made to 911 about a homicide on the 5000 block of Taylor Avenue after a witness saw a man covered in blood leaving a mobile home and then fleeing the scene. A second person who was there with the caller went into the mobile home and found a motionless adult woman laying on the bed who was severely bleeding. When deputies arrived, they went inside and began giving the woman life-saving measures, but unfortunately, she had already succumbed to her wounds and was pronounced deceased at the scene. Evidently, the two witnesses at the scene recognized the suspect and identified him to the officers as 45-year-old William Ruffner, a resident of Santa Rosa. According to the report, Ruffner and his female victim had previously been in a dating relationship. More units arrived at the scene and an extensive search began for Ruffner, who was believed to still be in the area. After 9 long hours searching through the evening, Ruffner was found hiding inside a nearby water tanker truck. He was taken into custody without further incident and booked into Sonoma County Jail, where he's being held without bail on charges of murder. The identity of his female victim hasn't been released yet until her next of kin have been notified. Our condolences go out to her family. This past week, the beautiful weather got a lot of people out and about to enjoy the gorgeous blue skies and green grass and trees. But not everyone who came out were good people. In some areas, bad people also began coming out, and the town of Petaluma was no exception. According to Petaluma Police Department, last week they responded to 3 calls of vehicle burglaries where the suspects had broken into 3 separate cars to steal personal property, including a backpack, some gift cards, a wallet and a purse, plus some cash. And that's not all. The next day, they got 3 more separate calls about 3 different Toyota Camrys having all 4 of their wheels stolen, leaving their cars either on blocks or just sitting on the ground. All of these incidents are under investigation, and hopefully the suspects are identified and caught very soon. The California Highway Patrol has opened an investigation into locating the person who apparently hit a bicyclist and kept on driving, so they're asking for the public's help in hopes that someone knows the suspect or recognizes the vehicle. This incident happened almost a month ago in Sonoma Valley on Arnold Drive near the Sonoma Golf Course. Both the bicyclist and the vehicle were heading north on Arnold Drive, heading towards the town of Glen Ellen, when the bicyclist was struck. Thankfully, the rider only sustained minor injuries and wasn't seriously hurt or worse. The suspect's vehicle is described as a light green 2007 to 2011 Honda CR-V, similar to the one in this image. The case is being headed by Officer Adrian Medina. If you have any information about this incident, please contact Officer Medina via email at adrian.medina@chp.ca.gov. That's adrian.medina@chp.ca.gov. In Petaluma on Wednesday last week at 3:45 in the afternoon, a suspected DUI driver left an easy trail in her path for police to follow and locate her after she misnavigated a roundabout and hit something that tore a huge hole in her oil pan, leaving a glistening trail of shiny hot oil in the road for officers to follow right to her location. What looks like white stuff in the image leading up to the curb is actually oil glistening in the backlit sun. The suspect was identified as 40-year-old Shandy Him, a resident of Petaluma. After officers located her by the trail her car left, they took her into custody and found out that she was already on felony probation before booking her into Sonoma County Jail. Thankfully, no other vehicles or people were involved in this incident. Even though we just entered into spring and everything is still green as far as grasses and trees go, evidently fire season has officially started this year in Napa Valley, or rather near the town of Calistoga to be more exact. This incident took place on Wednesday last week on the 4100 block of Heights Way, which is right off of Highway 29 just south of the town. The vegetation fire burned a bit shy of a quarter acre, but thanks to the fast response and great work of the Calistoga Fire Department and CAL FIRE's Sonoma Lake Napa unit, the fire was contained and extinguished without involving any structures. This is a great reminder to be sure to mow high grasses and to keep a good defensible perimeter around your home, because this is already a drier than usual year, so you want to keep any fuels for fire down to a minimum. In San Rafael last Wednesday at about 3:30 in the afternoon, a fire broke out in a commercial building at 55 Larkspur Street, which is in the Canal neighborhood area. The fire sent large flames and plumes of black smoke into the air that could be seen for miles. One business owner of the building sustained minor injuries but was treated at the scene. The cause of the fire is under investigation, but it's believed that it may have been started in an area where welding was being done. The fire only involved the one building thanks to the efforts of multiple agencies who responded and kept the fire from spreading. It was a great job by all of the first responders involved. On Thursday last week, officers from the San Rafael Police Department responded to a call at about 5 o'clock in the morning from a person saying they could see someone inside a home on surveillance cameras. The home was unoccupied at the time, and according to the report, the person who called was a caretaker for the home who had access to the surveillance camera system. The home was located in Terra Linda in the area of Diego Drive and Duran Drive. Officers from both the San Rafael Police Department and the Marin County Sheriff's Department responded and set up a perimeter around the home and neighborhood. When they were ready, they approached the home, which is when the suspect, who was still inside, tried to make a run for it out the front door, but was quickly apprehended by officers and taken into custody. A quick search revealed stolen items in his backpack and more in his pockets. Knowing this guy didn't walk there, they suspected a getaway driver was nearby, and sure enough, after a quick search of the area, they found him and took him into custody as well. The suspects were identified as 22-year-old Alexis Garcia Lopez, the one who was inside the home, and 29-year-old Juan Alexi Arredondo, the one police say was the getaway driver. Both of them are residents of Richmond, and both were booked into Marin County Jail. This past week, our friends at CHP's Golden Gate Division Air Operations Unit were busy with rescue missions. The first one was on Tuesday last week at the Marin County coast just north of Rodeo Beach, which is just north of Point Bonita, where a report of 6 kayakers in distress in the rough waters came in with possible unoccupied kayaks, meaning the people may have gone overboard. So Chopper H-30 came to the rescue and landed on the beach where the kayakers were located. It turns out that by the time the chopper got there, all of the people were accounted for and were safely on the beach and didn't need any medical assistance or need to be airlifted out, which is great news. The second rescue call was on Friday when a call came in to assist the Napa County Sheriff's Department in finding a missing at-risk hiker in the area of Pope Canyon Road near the Walter Springs area. The missing hiker was an 18-year-old man with special needs who went out that exceptionally hot day for a hike. Thankfully, after a good search of the area, the young man was spotted on a trail about a mile off the main road in an area that was not really accessible by vehicles, so the chopper crew landed in an area where they could only get one landing skid on the ground because of the steep terrain and made contact with the young man. Unfortunately, he was too afraid to get into the chopper and fly out, so the onboard paramedics stayed on the ground and hiked out with the young man, where he was met by medical crews from the Angwin Fire Department to make sure he was okay after he had been out hiking in the 90-plus degree heat that day. All in all, it was another great mission and a fantastic job by all of the first responders involved. In Fairfield on Saturday, just after 11 o'clock at night, a young man riding his motorcycle along Green Valley Road lost his life in a crash near the intersection of West Lake Drive. There aren't many details yet about the crash other than he was riding a Kawasaki Ninja 650 and that the other vehicle involved was a 2023 Kia Forte. Unfortunately, the rider was pronounced deceased at the scene. Green Valley Road between Reservoir Lane and West Lake Drive was closed off to traffic while investigators assessed the scene. The name of the rider has not been released until his next of kin have been notified. Our condolences go out to his family. In the Lake County town of Nice last Thursday, just before 8 o'clock in the evening, two men got into a heated argument outside of a home on Collier Avenue. According to police, 53-year-old Justin Aiken, a resident of Nevada, was an alleged assailant in the ordeal against 63-year-old James Carr. So Carr jumped in his vehicle and took off. But as he was leaving, he ran into Aiken, causing injury as he fled the scene. Police were called, who located Carr about an hour and a half later and arrested him for felony DUI and assault with a deadly weapon for hitting Aiken with his vehicle. Aiken was transported by air to Santa Rosa Memorial Hospital for treatment of his moderate injuries. Carr was booked into Lake County Jail and is being held on $85,000 bail. There was no word what the argument was over or whether Carr intentionally hit Aiken with his vehicle or not as he was fleeing the scene. If more comes out about it, we'll bring it to you. KORK North Bay TV is adding a new segment to our news broadcasts called My Awesome Pet, where we'll be featuring videos sent in by you, our viewers, of your pets doing cool tricks or funny things, kind of like America's Funniest Videos, but featuring your awesome pets. Then, each segment will be followed by a pet care tip from a professional at a local veterinary hospital or animal shelter. Each week we'll be airing a new segment featuring someone's awesome pet, followed by a new professional pet care tip. How can you participate in this and get your pet featured on TV? Just send us a video clip of your awesome pet, and if we like it, we'll air it on the segment. Be sure to tell us all about your awesome pet, like its name, how old it is, what breed or type it is, and any other fun information you might have about why your pet is awesome. Clips can be emailed to us at info@korktv.com. That's info@korktv.com. Or if you have a video clip uploaded to a cloud or a hosting service, like YouTube or Vimeo, just email us the link so we can download it. It's that easy. If we like the clip, we'll air it. If you don't already have a video clip of your awesome pet, just make one and email it to us. Everyone has a smartphone with a video camera, right? You don't need anything more. We can't wait to see your awesome pet. Well, that's it for our broadcast today. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'd like to wish everyone a safe, happy, and healthy week.